Well, what if I think it's Black Friday? Something hit me today. Obviously, it would be a tap on the shoulder from the Holy Spirit if it's true. If not, it's just my flesh again, as usual. But a long time ago, we said we have to look at 42 days before a full moon because you rise on the third day. The Dark Night Rises. It came out on the third day. Jesus did rise on the third day. But Jesus ascended 40 days after that. That's a total of 42 days after his death. And 42 days after Black Friday is the wolf full moon of January 6th. Wolf full moon, January 6th. I'm sure that's my
According to
son.
the Old Farmer's Almanac, the full wolf moon rises on Friday, January 6th.
I have no idea what I've been talking about. I've been talking to my son for 18 minutes, 25 seconds. But okay, I remember we were talking about, did I set up all the timeline for you? Did I tell you that he comes up through a wolf full moon potentially? It's January 6th. It's the riot day. January 6th is when he would be coming up through a full moon. It's too perfect. I'll tell you what else is too perfect. There's your 42 days. The day he would go down on Black Friday to the abomination of desolation day is 14 days. That's his birthday, 146. He would rise on 11/27, wouldn't he? That's 144 days for the church. 144 days to the abomination of desolation day, which is for the church. The abomination of desolation kicks off the great trib, which is for the church. It's perfect. That would have him rising on Daniel 9:27 day, which is perfect. It would also have him rising on the 11/27, which is right in the middle of second wide Fanai's combined number times the year, which has a 2001 in it. So it's kind of like goes down, rises, Antichrist, 216 are the last three digits. So that's kind of like the succession. And when you look at her number again, times the year, it does have 1117. The first four digits. Remember, I said it, I had it going down in the ground, 33 days left in the year, rising 32 days left in the year. Well, this would have him rising 34 days left in the year. He would die on day 329 and rise on day 331. Now, when we place that from our midpoint day, we go August 12th, 107 on the rising, it's 105 on the offing. January 6th, wolf full moon would be 147. if you include both dates, you do get your 148 for Donald J. Trump. If we look at August 29th, to the offing day, that's when my son's wife had her deadly situation, was on August 29th. If you put that to Trump's deadly situation, it'd be 88 days. If you put the day that they pulled the plug to the day he would rise, that would be 88 days. They were both on the third day apart. August 29th, 30th, 31st, November 25th, 26th, 27th. 88 days. Oh boy. The reason why this all fits because of the days. Trump would still be, now how old would Trump be on, remember it was a perfect 27927. Well, remember the other smoking gun was that 69 times Trump. This number is 163,464. And there's 1127, which of course is Daniel 927. And my divorce date of Groundhog Day 2009, when I was her 88 and I got 86th, it's day 33. Well, there's 332 days left in the year. And we saw the future tense of that, 666, 88, 98th verse is White Horse. The only other number not accounted for is 69. So we times that by Trump's number. We got the date of 1127, which is for Daniel 927. And there is a 27-9 right there also. That's all in there. That was our first smoking gun. And I called it as such. The second smoking gun, I never called it a smoking gun, but I said he would rise on 27927 days old. Well, not if he's going down the 25th. There's your 923 coded. He'd be Daniel 27:9, or the 27th verse of the 9th chapter, with the 2-3 left, the number 23. Jim Carrey movie, all that kind of stuff. But 923 has been coded tremendous. He would be rising on the 27th. So again, he's still in that Daniel 927 range and will be up through January 6th. Let's look at January 6th for Trump. Here's your 279 with the 6-5. Golly, does that ever get into some absolute craziness? It's 79 and 65. And that is, of course, second wife times 14308 is 79. First two digits, times it by me, is 65. And I showed y'all a long time ago, her times that number had her fourth marriage number. Me times that number had my fourth marriage number. Both of us combined had both of our fourth marriage numbers right in the middle of it, 90 and 54. Just her, it's 90. Just me, 54. So 82362 times 14308. 82362 times 14308. See the 54? We see the 11.7 too, don't we? Now you do hers. See the 90? Now both of us throw me in there too. You get the 90 and the 54. So I've always known that, and it was just weird for me to see this 79.65 when Trump would ascend. 27. You know, 27 has ever since I met Candy, 27 has been, it's in the anomaly of 627, 127, 627, 127, which rotates. Those three numbers rotate up every 15 years. But when I met her, it was 626, 126. It was the 14th and 15th year of that rotation. But it still had a 27 in our year. I mean, our combined number times the year, 912, 27, 66. The next year, 126 is in the middle, but it was 9, 127, 3, 126. So there's been a 27 in every number of she and I's combined number times the year, starting with the year we met. Just super strange, isn't it? Yes, it is super strange. And it ends next year. There's no 27. So now we have to trickle back and look at November 25th as the offing day. Hey, it's my birthday. The day I was born has a 37 progression to November 25th. Okay, Black Friday, fantastic. When I turned 22200 days old, April 17th. And my Mayday friend turned 13463 days old on March 11th, Trump and I's combined number. So let's go through that. So Trump's number is 163464. That's when you, God, I couldn't even do it. 6 times 14 times 1946. 163464. My number is 82362, 76, 1961. We have a 322 in the middle. 1968, the year Martin Luther King was assassinated, RFK was assassinated. But notice you have the 68, which is a reversing of the 86, more importantly, in my opinion. You have the 322, which is the event. But my Mayday friend turned 13463 days old on March 11th. That fateful day, you know, March 11th. 33 days later, I turned that many days old. 33 days after that, we had the total lunar eclipse. So we started tracking those 33s. November 30th. Then it's December. Let's hang on. The next progression is November 30th. And then after that, it's January 2nd. So that's been no help. So it would really just be about the 37 progressions if we're correct on what we're looking at. And that is March 11th, 2022, when she turned that many days old. November 25th is the progression of that. That's a 37 progression of when she turned that 13463 days old on March 11th, 2022. So in other words, November 25th is a 37 progression of March 11th. Perfect. That means the 27th is a 37 progression of March 13th. What else do I want to look at real quick? Is ascending day of the wolf full moon of January 6th, which nobody will know that. We will. This isn't anything that the earth will know. The earth will only know when he dies. They won't know that he rose on the third day. They won't know that he ascended 40 days later through that full moon. They won't know that. Now, if we have a rising and ascending like Jesus, what we're telling you is true. If their deal is different, I mean, then January 4th is a big day and he would just rise through a full moon. Well, full moon, which there's also a full moon December 7th. So December 5th is big. But the wolf full moon, when you go back 37 days, it lands on November 30th. My May Day friend I was just telling you about, that's her birthday progression, would be when he would ascend out of the bottomless pit on the wolf full moon. If we look at all the other things that would, I Am Batman is when he ascends. Trump Towers opening when he would ascend. Two different lunar eclipses in 1998, penumbrals. On August 8th, 88, on March 13th, 313. IPEC Goat 2 official release date would be the day he ascends. Dr. No release date. In other words, James Bond Begins. Along with other things like GoldenEye and all that kind of stuff. If you include both dates, it's a whole, it's a gigantic amount when he would ascend. Which that ascension might be when the nuclear stuff begins. That might be when they show you that nuclear explosion. It's Heath Ledger's birthday when you include both dates. The midpoint day of 2022 of the four. Okay, well, there you go. Our midpoint day of August 12th of Sirius, the dog star rising. It's a perfect 37 progression. What's the days on that? Hang on, and we'll figure it out. Yeah, we're including both days, so it's that 148 days. 148 divides by 37. 4 times. And they like to include both dates. Batman's first appearance in a comic book. The Lego movie release date. Licorice Pizza release date. Pizza Gateway Arch. The movie theater had The Mechanic and Live and Let Die on it. The movie 88 release date. Take Shelter release date. Total Solar in 79. Penumbral Lunar in 88. That's March 3rd. That's 33. Need to put that in parentheses, huh? It's all very fascinating stuff. Okay. Let's look at a few things in prep. Maybe something else will pop in my head in the meantime. I think he's trying to rep Jesus, Mr. Neon Dion. You know, he's there with Satan. Nick Saban reps Satan. He's the ghost in the machine. Alabama's big fraternity is called the Machine. They are Ghost in the Machine or AI or Satan in the Technology University, Alabama is. And he's at Jackson State. He always wears that big J. And I had done some stuff on Dion and got rid of it. Nick's stuff. What was Nick's? Nick Saban. $25960 days. I don't know. It's not important. I don't like any of that stuff anymore. Let's just get to by the way, how old am I going to be on the offing day now? That's changed. It's 22422. And I'm 61 years, 4 months. So there's your 614 coding for Trump. On the rising day is when I would be 22424. And 2424 is Jesus in Strong's Concordance. So it gets a lot more interesting. On the ascending day, how old am I going to be? 22464. And we've discussed that 64 many times. Okay. Makes sense to me. What's interesting about Trump going down on Black Friday is it's day 329 in the year. That's almost your last degree of 32. And then the in-between day of his rising, it would be day 330, 330. Then he would rise on day 331. And on day 333 of the year is when he would be 27927. He would have the Daniel numbers in there twice. But I think I'm starting to like this Black Friday thing a little more. Nick Saban's record right now is 18727. 727 is the length of IPEC GOAT. His annual salary is 11.7 for Revelation 11.7, rising from the pit. His record is 18727. It would be that on the day Trump gets assassinated. They would beat Auburn. It would move to 188 victories the day after Trump gets assassinated. Would be 88 miles an hour. But the day Trump goes down on Black Friday, the Florida Gators play on Black Friday. Devil's Advocate University, Antichrist University. The Gators do play that Friday night against Florida State. First time they've ever played Florida State on a Friday night. There's Deion Sanders days. Okay. So Deion Sanders. Yeah, he had 201 on the old. He's 201 days old. Event 201. 20197. Then on the rising day, he's 20199. So he's event 201 all the way around on both days. And on the 29th, if he was to go down on the 27th, he's still 201. He's 2020-01. But it's interesting that Dion turns 2020 the day after the rising, because we'd be in 2020 all over again, wouldn't we? And Dion's 2020 for the next 10 days. It's funny. So what else in my prep? AC Cowlings, the chase. We need to look at that. Hang on. The Black Friday from the Bronco chase of June 17th, 1994. It's 103.88. The rising day. $103.90. But the Black Friday day is big for that. Okay. If we look at who AC Cowlings, Wikipedia, June 16th, 1947. 27558. And I like looking at that ascending date now for some reason. It's kind of like that'll be a span of time. So he's 27598. I don't know. I mean, what if Trump's crowning doesn't take place until he ascends? But Jesus rose from the dead. That's when he got his crown. So the crowning event would actually be the 27th. Yeah. If he goes down on Black Friday. So there's a song Steely Dan did. I was a big Steely Dan fan. Black Friday, Steely Dan, Wikipedia. So they don't have one. Does not have it. Hang on. When Black Friday comes, I'll stand down by the door and catch the gray man when they die from the 14th floor. When Black Friday comes, I'll collect everything I'm owed. And before my friends find out, I'll be on the road. When Black Friday falls, you know it's going to be. Don't let it fall on me. When Black Friday comes, I'll fly to Musselbrook. Gonna strike all the big red words from my little black book. Gonna do just what I please. Gonna wear no socks and shoes. With nothing to do but feed all the kangaroos. When Black Friday comes, I'll be on that hill. You know I will. When Black Friday comes, I'm going to dig myself a hole. Going to lay down in it to satisfy my soul. Going to let the world pass by me. The archbishop's going to sanctify me. If he don't come across, I'm going to let it roll. When Black Friday comes, I'm going to stake my claim. I guess I'll change my name. Black Friday, Steely Dan, YouTube. Just to give you a quick. You get a copyright strike if you do it more than like 6-7 seconds. I guess I'll change my name. So, very interesting. IPEC goat ascendeth, makes us look at the 42 days. And what else is in the prep? 500 days. Let's do Trump times 500. So the number for Antichrist is 500. If you times that by the 25th day times the 11th, whoops, 500 times 25th day times 11th month times 2022. Well, let's look at the rising day. 500 times 7 times 11. You got the 148 times 2022. You get a 300. Times that by 7154, which is God. You do that when you have a single digit out front followed by 0, and you do get a 148. And it was really big for the 29th too. That's why I was running these 500 times day 331 when he would rise. Yeah, it was really bigger for the date, the 29th, which is still in play. We can look at it. He might go down 1127. It was 500 for Antichrist times 29 times 11 times 2022. And we had our 322. Well, let's look at January 6th. Oh, I wanted to show you all the January 6th number. 6 times 2023. You get 121 for Antichrist fused with 138 for Trump. That's on the ascending day. So that really tells us, you know, the numbering system that the Lord showed me was real with all this multiplication, which they don't do this in the pagan world. This isn't a pagan numbering system, this multiplication thing. Reading numbers as a language. But once again, January 6, 2023. The number is 121 for Antichrist when he would ascend out of that pit, fused with the 138 for Trump. Or excuse me, 138 is Donald Trump in simple gematria. Fascinating. And then if we times that by 500, 6069. Anyway. What else do we want to look at? iPet Goat 2, the 2 photos. That's it. I'm done with my prep. I don't think we have anything in the comments from anybody. We shall see. Nope. We took care of business today, didn't we? What do you think? Do you think it's Black Friday? What would he be doing on Black Friday? I don't know. All right, love y'all.